Hey guys, my name is Marilyn and today we're going to talk a little bit more about color theory. So the first thing we're going to talk about is warm and cool colors. So I do have my color wheel here, and some of the warm colors are yellow, orange, red, and the cool colors are green, blue, and purple, okay, or purple violet. So another thing that we're going to talk about is complementary colors. So complementary colors are the colors opposite in the color wheel. So let's take, for example, yellow. The complementary color of yellow would be purple. Complementary color of blue would be orange. And complementary color of green would be red. Okay? So analogous colors. In a color wheel, an analogous color is 3 colors, 2 to 4 colors actually, that stand right next to each other on the color wheel. So we'll take, for example, green, green, and yellow. Those are all analogous colors. Blue, blue-green, and blue-purple. That would be another example. So another thing we're going to talk about is hue. Hue and saturation. So I have here hue, and a hue is practically just a color. So we have blue, red, and yellow. These are primary colors, but they're also just colors, okay? And now let's talk a little bit more about saturation. So saturation, I'm gonna take the color red, and I'm going to put it here. It is the hue. And I'll take the color blue, put it here. And saturation is the intensity or the vibrancy of a color. So here I have a desaturated red, and over here I have a desaturated blue. Okay, I'll add more blue to it. So it kind of becomes like a purple, but it's desaturated because I added a color. Okay. So now let's talk about value. So here I have yellow, green, blue, and purple. So when we talk about value, it's how light or dark the color is. So when we transfer this, when we kind of put these colors into a black and white scale, we see that yellow, it's our lightest color, and purple is the darkest one, okay? So this is how the value is, and it goes from lightest to darkest, okay? So now let's talk about shade, tone, and tint. So a shade is a color, and I'll go ahead and take red. Shade is a color. Sorry, I'm pausing there. They can cut that out. So I added red to all 3 of these, and the shade is the mix of a hue with black I can get it out. So I'm gonna add black here. All black. So now we're gonna mix black and red. I'm just gonna take away from that one. And it becomes a shade. Okay, so this is a shade of the color red. So a tint is the color, and then we're gonna add white to it. So where's my white? Here's my white. This becomes a tint, okay? So I'm gonna take away from this white, add it here. And this is a tint of red, okay? We have a shade, we have a tint, and a tone is actually adding gray to a hue. So So I'm gonna make red here. I'm gonna add red to my gray, and this is the tone. This is a tone of red. There we are. Okay. So now let's talk about a monochromatic color scheme. So a monochromatic color scheme is basically one hue or one color, and you're gonna add different tints and different shades. So here I have green, blue, and red, and over here I have tints of green and shades of green, tints, shades, and you can see that it's one color but a different color scheme. Okay, and now here I have can you guess what changes I've made with these? So I have 1, 2, and 3. I have a red, a blue, and a yellow. So I've made a change to these colors, or I've added a color. Can you guys guess what I did to these? Just comment and let me know. Thanks, bye.